Hello everybody, it's Casey here, back for a new reaction. So, I'd like to wish you all a very happy new year, a happy 2025. And since we're starting off a brand new year here, and I'm shooting my very first reaction video for the new year, I thought I'd start us off with something a little different this time around. As you may know, for the past couple reactions that I've done, I've been reacting to primarily totally original animated short films, which I haven't quit on that. I still have a list of plenty more that I want to see at some point, which thanks to all of you guys for your suggestions, and please keep them coming. Feel free to drop a comment anytime if you have a short film out there that you think really needs more attention, then by all means let me know, because I'd always love to bring more attention to great artists who need it. But I'm sure that all of you know that for the past couple months, maybe even your past year, maybe even 2 years, things have been really rough lately for many people for many reasons. So I think to try and start this new year off strong and to start us off with something really nice, I wanted to do something that I haven't done in a very long time, which is to react to something that I actually have seen before, am familiar with. And so today we're going to take a short look at a show that is near and dear to my heart and probably to many people's hearts, and that is Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. I don't think I need to give this man an introduction at all. Fred Rogers was easily one of the kindest people to ever live, and even to this day, his show has just impacted so many people all across the world. His messages of just hope and love and friendship and being good to yourself and to your neighbor is something that I think all of us could really use, especially now. Like, we need his messages now more than ever. And now, unfortunately, for copyright reasons, I can't really react to an actual full uncut episode. But then again, his show ran for so long, it's like, how do you choose? Even if I could, how do you choose just one episode? It'd be impossible. So what I decided to do was I just typed Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood into a search, I clicked enter, and I just went with whatever the most popular, like, random clips came up at first. And I'm gonna pick about 4 or 5 of them, and we're just gonna run right through and just have a little smorgasbord of some of, like, his most like popular clips from his show. And if this video does well enough, if it gets a lot of views or it gets a lot of comments, then who knows, maybe I'll do this again at some point in the future. Maybe every so often we can revisit the land of make-believe and react to a couple more just random wholesome moments from the show. So I've got a couple of them lined up here. There's really no theme to this or anything. I just clicked on whatever I thought was the most interesting at all. And we're just gonna sit back and relax. And by relax, I am like literally in my pajamas right now. That's how relaxed I want this to be. We're just gonna have a nice, just wholesome time. We're gonna decompress, take a breather, and just watch something really nice from a very kind and thoughtful man that I really wish was still alive today. So, without any more preamble, let's get this started. Let's have a nice, cozy couple minutes with Fred Rogers.
Did you ever wonder how crayons were made?
I do.
I've often thought about people making crayons. I'll do some more of this later, but I'd like to show you some people making crayons. Let's come along. I have a film of it here.
What masterpiece was he working on there?
There's the railroad tank car, which carries the hot wax.
I've often wondered how crayons are
From
made.
the
Luckily,
tank,
I have a tape of it right
poured
here.
into a kind of big kettle. This is a kind of powder that makes the wax hard.
Huh.
And then after that, people put in the pigment, which is like colored flour. This pigment is yellow, so it's helping to make yellow crayons.
They call them mellow yellow.
Now all of that hot wax and hardener and pigment are mixed together and drained into a pouring bucket.
Be careful you don't confuse it with the macaroni.
This is a mold for lots of crayons. Each little hole will be filled with the colored wax.
Crayons.
See how they pour that in? It's kind of a double bucket.
You notice how he says the word crayon? That's Pittsburghese talk for
Colored
you.
wax is going down into all those holes.
I catch myself doing that sometimes. Most of the time, I actually have to consciously think to say the word crayon, but I don't really do that. 9 times out of 10, if you say it fast enough, I do it too. I say crayon.
To get hard, and then they scrape off the top, which they'll melt and use again.
Recycling.
Now watch the crayons come into those crayon collectors.
Crayons.
There they
Ta-da!
are. Look at all those yellow crayons.
Crayons. Now this is pretty old though, so I wonder if this is still how it's done, or if it's just all machines now, or if the people are still there. Like as in people still like do this.
Handfuls of yellow crayons. Can you imagine what this machine is for?
Put the labels on them. Maybe?
You know those things that go around crayons?
Mm-hmm.
Those are labels. Yes, so this is a machine that puts labels on the crayons.
This is something that, like, if they played this in a cartoon, they would be playing that bum 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 ba na 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 na.
It's like a Ferris wheel, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
These crayons have lots of rides.
You got to imagine what that smells like in that factory. Back when I worked at Toys R Us,
Then people take the
whenever it was
crayons
back
to
to
a
school
collating
time,
machine
you knew what box was the
16
crayons. The
different
second
colors
you
of
opened it, you
crayons
go
are put together.
and just smell it, and it'd be like, oh, my childhood is just,
Look at all those
oh,
colors.
that's crayon smell.
Beautiful. And each one of them is mixed into a little box.
There go all the boxes.
So each one of those little boxes has 16 different color crayons in it.
16? You gotta get the at least the 64 count with built-in sharpener.
More colors in more little boxes.
I love this like smooth jazz music. Kind of reminds me of the Charlie Brown music a little bit.
Make up big
Oh, it is
boxes
Crayola.
of crayons.
Man, I haven't seen that version of the logo in
Many little
forever.
boxes
That's
are
how you
put
know this
together
is old.
In one big
Oh, yeah, it
box.
does have the built-in sharpener. Man, that takes me back. Yeah, that's the old logo.
Then they're all put into the big shipping box. And then people take those boxes to the stores where other people come to buy them. That's how they buy the crayons.
Why do you have a frame around your TV? Who does that? I think he called it the picture picture, I think. I don't know.
Racers that I've wanted to show you. Mr. McFeely gave it to me earlier. So I'll just put it right in picture and we'll see it together.
It is called
How
picture
people
picture.
make erasers.
Oh, now we're going to learn about erasers. Okay. Got a lot of art supplies today.
Now erasers are made from all different kinds of materials.
Ooh.
And this person
That
makes
looks
sure
so
that the
satisfying.
right amount of each
I want to dig my
material
hands in
is
there.
used.
That looks
There's
relaxing.
some oil going in.
Can I have that job?
See the oil there? And then he covers it up. This is all getting mixed up together. That looks like gelatin, doesn't it?
A little bit.
Now some slabs of rubber. That's all part of what erasers are made of. And once the mixture's just right, it's time to blend them all together.
This is like a good ASMR.
Now, this person
video.
uses a machine that squeezes those materials between two large metal rollers. They're like huge rolling pins. See that stuff getting all squeezed together? Around and around it goes.
Now it kind
It
of looks like taffy.
pink dough.
Oh, he said dough. I was going to say taffy.
That's fun to watch. Now when the color and the thickness are just right, those sheets are taken out of the mixer and ready for the next step.
Funny how it comes out on a sheet like that, like it doesn't break apart.
This man
immediately.
puts the erasers into an oven and heats them up. There they go, right into that oven. He does this because when you heat erasers, they become very smooth and easy to manage, flexible. And they're heated in that oven for about half an hour. And out they come.
Again, I
and
wonder
trimmed.
if the people
So that
are still
person's
do
trimming.
this stuff, or if it's just nothing but machines now. I don't know.
And then put in a cold liquid to be cooled off. Now this person operates a very large machine that does a lot of things at once. It has a special cutting wheel that slices off long slabs of erasers.
Yeah, so you get the tip on it.
See the slabs there? And then they're taken up this conveyor belt to another machine. And then this machine cuts those slabs into smaller erasers.
Look like Lego
Down the
pieces.
sliding board with those erasers. They're put inside this big drum that tumbles them around and around until all their edges are smooth and soft. Wonder what that feels like, to feel all those erasers.
That job's gonna
Now
be
it's
so
time for a
satisfying.
final wash. They're getting a shower. And the erasers are dried with warm air and put into bins.
That's another place where that factory's got to smell so good. Like when you get a good eraser smell.
This person is going to
I
mark
weird
the
for that?
erasers and then she'll pack them up. See how the names go on the eraser? It takes a lot of people and a lot of machines to make erasers. And I think it's fun to watch.
It is. Pink erasers.
I think it's fun to see how people make different things.
There
are so many helpful people in this world of ours. Every day you'll find somebody who's helping with something.
I know, right? Like, that's something that you don't really think about is, every little thing that you have, like, in your life, right down to, like, just sit for a moment and look around you of all the little things you have, and it's like that all had to be made by someone or something somewhere, but you never really think about it until you watch something like that, and then you see like all the little processes that it had to go through just to get in your hand, even something simple like an eraser or a crayon. It's really interesting, isn't it?
All these?
There we are. Now we're in the
Oh wow,
suit
we got the
itself.
astronauts. This is cool.
Because
Oh my
the
god,
suit
look at
is
Fred's
so
hair.
heavy, it gets very
This is an
warm
old
inside.
one. He was still young then.
So these connections that you see right here are to get air or oxygen in and out of the suit to keep us cool and to give us air to breathe. So what we'll do now is put the air into the suit so that I'll stay cool. And I'll probably be cooler than you.
You mean all this is
Nobody's
filling up with
cooler
cool
than
air?
Fred
It's all
Rogers.
filling up with cool air,
Nobody.
right.
And what's
Now,
this?
we'll put the telephone on.
The way you'll be in touch with us
That's right.
here on the Earth.
You can see, let me show this. There are two earphones, one on each side, and two little microphones. And it's just like having two telephones, one on each side of your head, except that this telephone here is fastened to my head.
I wonder if the spacesuits are still like this, or if they're how different they are
That's
now.
right, yes. Just speak right into this part, and just here with this part. And now I don't have to touch it, see? It just stays on there by itself. You can see that wire now is connected into my suit. The other end of this wire comes out right here. And I have another wire that hooks into this that goes in to the inside of the spacecraft.
See?
Okay.
Once we get this far, then we go ahead and put on gloves and a helmet to wear, and let's go ahead and do that. This is a helmet.
Now you can breathe in there, can you?
Oh god, that has got to be so claustrophobic. He's basically got like a fish tank on his head. Look how much space he does not have between the glass and his face, or plastic, or whatever it is. Wow. Fred really went out and like met like everybody. Man, I wonder if the spacesuits are still like that. I'm sure they haven't changed too much. I have to look into that more. But man, can you imagine just putting that helmet on? Like, usually like in cartoons and stuff, that helmet seems like really big, but then did you see like how close that was? Like, I'd probably be freaking out. And then I was just thinking, he gets all this stuff on and then is probably like, I have to go to the bathroom. That's one thing, is definitely go to the bathroom before you go up into space. But yeah, but how amazing is that? Just how many, like, I guess he must have went all the way out to like the NASA headquarters for that. It looked like he was like really there on site. For what I see, I think there's other clips here of some more astronaut stuff, which maybe at some point we'll do a part 2 to that. But for now, let's see what else we have here.
Oh, there's Officer Clemens. Hi, Officer Clemens. Come in.
Rogers, how are you?
Fine, won't you sit down?
Oh, sure.
Oh,
It's so warm, I was just putting
Officer
some water on my
Clemens.
feet.
Oh, it sure is.
Would you like to join me?
It looks awfully enjoyable, but I don't have a towel or anything.
Oh, you share mine.
Okay.
Sure.
You can share.
Oh,
Hey, I'll
Oh,
put some more water.
I know this one.
This is going to turn into a beautiful day.
Oh my
You like
God.
bare feet?
Well, yeah, as I grew older, I liked it more and more.
Uh-huh. Good for you. You're pulling up your pants. I forgot to do that at first.
Oh, I don't want them to get wet.
Right.
Oh my God.
That feels great.
Here.
You know, when you're a policeman, you do an awful lot of walking. And sometimes your feet get tired.
Right.
I'm gonna
That feels better
cry.
already.
Good.
Just massage them a little bit.
So,
Cool
for
water
those
on
of
a
you
hot
who
day.
don't know the story behind this, this was way back when,
Well-
Thank you for your refreshments.
Oh, I'm glad you like it. You're welcome, Officer Clemens.
this is way back when racial segregation was still going
Is that
on,
enough?
Oh, that's fine.
and
Well, that was so
I'm
enjoyable.
not going to
I'm
get
sorry I
into
couldn't
it
stay
too
longer.
much here. There's plenty of other videos
I
I
know
can
how
tell
busy
you
you
way
are.
better than I can,
But
but
sometimes just a minute like this.
this was Fred
Will it really
Rogers'
make a
direct
difference?
response to all the like
Right.
horrible stuff that was going on at the time, where certain people couldn't even weren't even allowed to be together in pools and stuff.
Thank you.
So he was like, "Oh, okay," and
Who
he
can put
responded with this.
and be ready to feel all safe and strong. You're a child, so you can do it. Children do it all life long. There we are.
You have
Oh,
great
his
boots
voice
to
is
fill,
so
Officer Clemens.
good.
You
Thank you
fill
very
them
much.
well. Thanks
Thank
for
you.
stopping by.
So long.
Have a good day.
Bye-bye.
Can we please have more things that are so pure like this? Just the way that he just led by example. It's like he didn't need any speeches or nothing. Just showed a nice moment, like just between two people. Just, just having a moment there. He said, "I don't have a towel." He's like, "Well, you can share mine." Like, oh my God. This is what I mean. Okay, I'm just gonna move on to the last video or I'm gonna start crying. This is just too pure. This is just so good.
But you know, the toughest thing is to love somebody who has done something mean to you. Especially when that somebody has been yourself.
Oh,
Have you ever done anything mean to yourself?
like all the time.
Well, it's very important to look inside yourself and find that loving part of you. That's the part that you must take good care of and never be mean to. Because that's the part of you that allows you to love your neighbor. And your neighbor is anyone you happen to be with at any time of your life. Respecting and loving your neighbor can give everybody a good feeling.
Loving and respecting your neighbor can give everybody a good feeling. Good, good loving God, do we need this now? Now more than ever. I'm trying so hard not to cry right now, but it's a good cry. That that is just something that I needed to hear, that I think we all needed to hear. To be able to know how to love yourself and respect yourself and not be so hard on yourself. And when you do that, you're able to show better love to the people around you. Because especially now, like, with so much going on in the world right now, that's something that we need to remember. And that's it. I hope you guys all enjoyed this. I know that this is something that was probably not something that you expected from me lately, but this is something that I was kind of meaning to react to for a while now, even though this is a show that I've watched like since I was a little kid. It's something that still matters today. It's still something that once in a while you kind of really have to go back and revisit again. And there's certain lessons that he taught that I think you kind of need a reminder every now and then. And it just felt really good to just react to something that was just very just pure and good. But yeah, that's it. If you guys had anything else that you want me to react to, as always, feel free to leave a comment, and hopefully on the next reaction we'll be back to our regularly scheduled just reactions to whatever silly, funny, or weird things that I can find. But I think just with all the craziness going on in the world, I needed a breather. I think we all needed a breather. And this was perfect for that. And I think maybe at some point, maybe I'll do this again. I'll pick another couple clips and we'll see what else he has in store for us. I don't know when, but maybe someday soon. But until next time, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and bye-bye.
Respecting and loving your neighbor can give everybody a good feeling.